Hand clap. Let's begin. Okay, everybody.
You're not supposed
Hello.
to. The whole point of that is to say the recording has started. You're not supposed to then mention it.
Again, welcome to the Demented Ferrets, everyone, where stupidity is at its finest and level grounds are par for the course. And I'm an asshole, besides.
This is me trying to do my
Anyway,
job, and you're just like, eh.
indeed. If I'm not messing something up, it's not a Demented Ferret live stream. Or in this
That's
case, recording.
fair.
So, we're back with more Subjecting Kresh to RWBY. Please support the official release. It's on Hulu now for America. Please go watch it on Hulu. Seriously.
And
Because who would have thought?
I don't know where it is in the UK, so good luck.
Oh, God. Yeah, so it's somewhere.
We'll find it for the
I will,
next recording. It's fine.
yeah, somewhere. All of the trailers are on YouTube, on the RWBY channel, obviously. Which is why we're watching them on the YouTube until we get to the actual seasons, in which case
Then it
I
gets
have that handled.
complicated.
That's called me booting up my Hulu sub. Anyway, we're gonna get into this. This is the White trailer, Kresh, which
Okay.
introduces the character Weiss.
Yes, you've done many songs about them.
I love Weiss. And also, I love this quote.
Oh, it pulled a Final Fantasy, and I couldn't finish reading it before it disappeared.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so that
Get ready for the feels on this one. It's so beautiful.
Be a singer.
Once again, we have Casey Lee Williams doing the vocals on this.
I thought there weren't vocals in the trailers.
There's not talking. So here we go. Here we go.
Ah, yes, old Red Mage Rapier.
Oh, yeah. Which is the Red Mage Blade.
As a Red Mage, I can appreciate that.
Appreciate this. That was haste.
It was. That kind of reminds me of the Trickster class from Devil May Cry, with the jumping off platforms.
Oh yeah, there's definitely a fusion with it. There's definitely a fusion.
Also, incorrect. Red Mage getting hit like that would be out for the count.
Yes. Except they have aura. And also Weiss is a badass. Except she is bleeding red,
Oh,
so...
Okay, yeah, I'll let it off.
Here we go. Badassery time. That's literally an end spell. I love it.
That is. Guessing that changes the element in the blade?
Yep.
Bad day.
So, I am going to explain this because we're not going to see it for a very long time. And you already know that she does this because I've complained about it on live stream. That's how she gets her summons.
By killing things.
Yeah. She's now, the knight has disappeared. She now has it. And again, everybody, the reason we are subjecting Kresh to this is because of the live streams. So yeah, and obviously this is why I didn't show this off earlier, but each one lights up as their things show.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what. And then yeah. And these trailers are like 12 years old because this series came out these trailers came out in 2013. But but yes, you see what I mean by red, very obvious red mage.
Yeah.
And you're definitely right about the Devil May Cry as well.
There
Um
are references to. I use the term tropes, but you know what I mean.
so the interesting thing is the magic she's using is called dust, which will be explained later in more complex detail, except dust are the crystals mined from the ground that are elemental.
Ah, a bit like
What does that
crystals.
sound like? Yeah, like crystals from 11. Haha. Funny how that works. And also, a lot of them are very similar in power dynamic. So that's a thing. Um, some of the colors are different, but they all do kind of roughly what you'd expect them to do, more or less. Uh, from 11 and 14. So yeah, lots of lots of feels there.
So what I do find interesting, because you said this was 13, 12 or 13 years old. This,
Hmm.
can you go back to the bit where the magic magic missiles, for want of a better description for them?
With the stars, yeah.
Yeah,
So that's
because
let's just play
I
it
think
through.
it's somewhere along here.
Right here. She's gonna jump through
Yeah,
and pop them up in missiles.
yeah. So what's quite interesting? So if you pause that, so to me that, because I played Red Mage in 14, there's a move
Hmm.
in that called Contrasixt where
Yes.
you jump on the blade and you do that kind of a thing out of the sword.
Yes.
Which, so I thought
So
that was an influence, but then you tell me that it was before they even released Red Mage, which I just found that quite interesting.
no, that's a fact. But you know the interesting thing is if you think about 11, we do have weapon skills that kind of emulate um blades coming down on the ground. I cannot think
Yes.
of the one Paladin uses it too.
Or
Um,
take your pick. You mean Razor Cologne?
no, I'm talking about in 11,
Oh,
the one where you literally have stars coming out your butt when you're doing it, because it's also a paladin skill, but red mages uses rapier for Excalibur, and that also can use it. Um, I forget what it is now.
Excelsior? No.
It's been
Ah,
forever.
we'll find it. We'll do our.
The
We'll actually do
paladin
some
in me doesn't.
research.
The paladin in me doesn't. Well, I can look up paladin weapon skills. It's fine. But I'm not going to though because I'll get down a rabbit hole. I'll get down a rabbit hole. But yeah, this is the reference again. The Final Fantasy 11 fan in me sings, and especially the 14 in me sings, because there's references in here in later volumes that is definitely from 1.0, unquestionably from 1.0.
Okay, interesting.
So,
Am
and
I going
you'll
to be
notice
sat here like it's
c-
there?
maybe, maybe because just like with this, it's obvious, except it's even more obvious because it happens around the same time that 1.0 came out, so it's easy to make that reference. But yeah, now that you mentioned, see, I don't play Red Mage on 14, so now that you mentioned that this is an ASCII type thing and it came before it, that's actually a really interesting piece of hilarity.
Yeah.
But no, I love the white trailer. I think this is probably my favorite trailer. Any final thoughts, Crash? Because I could go on for days. You know it.
Um, No, just again, that's the animation is smooth, and I did like the way they've lip synced it because
Oh
most
yeah,
most don't do that. They don't bother.
right.
So the detail that's gone in is pretty good because this was just Monty before, wasn't it?
It,
Or
it was
was there a
on through
team?
Rooster Teeth. There was a team. There was indeed a team. And like I said, Casey Lee Williams and Jeff Williams do the music. And Casey Lee Williams is not the voice actress of Weiss, but all of the singing here is done by her.
But it's a small team at
So
this point,
it is, yeah, it's not a big team yet. This is not, this
so
is
it's quite
before
impressive.
the series exploded. We're talking a fairly small group of people at this point, um, in the animation department. And, yeah,
It's good for what they got.
it very good for what they got. I will say this, RWBY is not known always for its exceptional storytelling, but early on, it is known for its smooth and weighty fights, which I have to give them a lot of credit for this too, because there's so many battles that the characters don't look injured when they obviously should. And Weiss having the perpetual scar and also seeing the blood pouring down her face in the trailer is very well done. And that scar is iconic, so it will be with us throughout the series. But yeah. I could go into massive deep dives. I'm going to withhold my ass on that because God knows what I could do to this thing. Uh
Yeah, that's a totally
there's
different video series.
that is a video actually already because
Yeah,
of years ago,
yeah.
which is part of part of why we're in this mess, Crash. Is because you put me in charge of
Because
the
of you.
YouTube. You put me in charge of the YouTube, and then
I
Ruka and I
didn't
made
put
videos.
I didn't put you in charge of YouTube. You put yourself in charge of YouTube, and I don't know how to use YouTube, so I kind of went have at it.
Right, but when we're like, I'm gonna make videos. Inspiration, people. It was hard. We were struggle busing for a while. But yes, we'll be back with the Ruby Black trailer. Um, maybe sometime. I don't know. Soon.
Who knows?
Soon.
In the future.
If you want us to continue, please leave a subscribe. If you like what we do, check out our Patreon. We got a bunch of videos. React videos is a tiny portion of our content. We have a lot of music. I've done analysis videos. They're old and I was new at the time, so be gentle. But yeah, and also we got a blog, fandom blog with a bunch of stuff on it.
That
We
out too.
have what?
Go check that out too.
Yes, please do. Also, we stream live on Twitch. So you want to hear rants about Ruby with others of people who gush and talk Ruby constantly. Yeah.
Correction. You want to hear rants about Ruby from Nook with me sitting there going, okay.
Well, I blame Loke for this. Hi, Loke. Shout out, Loke. I blame Loke and Frost and everyone. Also, I do want to thank our patrons. So, like Andy, Frost, and Murphy. Thank you all. Seriously.
You guys help
For,
us to be able to do what we do.
seriously, yeah. Um, we have a Patreon. Also, people who join the Patreon can get the MP3 downloads on a lot of our music, provided it's not um the Ruby fan songs. I don't put the Ruby fan songs on the Patreon. But the MP3s I'll give to anybody if they want to make AMVs or something, so long as they don't monetize. Um, but yeah, fandom, gotta love it. We will see you all next time for something, probably Ruby Black trailer, but we will see. Till then, bye y'all.
Bye.